Hello traders, welcome back to Simply Forex. Today is Thursday the 14th of December. Merry Christmas. And as always guys, we're going to look back at yesterday's trades, we're going to look at today's potential trades, and we're going to look at the important news for today. But my God, the news today guys, it might be a bit of a sit on the hand day. So let's start with yesterday though guys, and I had no internet yesterday, guys, so I didn't actually trade, but we can still look at, potential trade setups from yesterday. What I was doing was actually hacking down banana trees with a machete. So there you go, guys. A little bit different from trading, and I love the fact that you can do that here. Yeah, and there's no health and safety, and they're like, yeah, fill your boots. Anyway, let's start with yesterday's trade. So the first one was pound Canadian dollar. And we were looking to sell this pair, all right? So as you can see, guys, we were in an uptrend, yeah, and then we got this consolidation in here, and then eventually we got a break with this candle. Okay, as soon as I see this red candle break these lows, even this low, I'm interested in selling down to this blue line. And eventually it got there, guys. But before that, the days previously, even these candles are telling me sellers because of the wicks. All right, and like I say, guys, it eventually comes down to this blue level. If we drop down to the H4, as you can see, it was just a case of this range to this range, but it actually carried on and hit our target. But that's all we were looking at, is this range down to the bottom of this range, if not further. And that's exactly what happened, guys. To be honest with you, as soon as you woke up, you could have got in on this trade, yeah? The market's already told you that we've had our candles set up here. So if you wake up in the morning and just entered here or here, you would have made some money. Put your stop above here, take price down to here. If not, leave some money to run. All right. So yeah, that's what I would have done yesterday, guys. You've already got your. So sometimes what will happen, guys? You wake up and you've already had a big bearish reaction at an interesting level. So really, there's nothing stopping you from just getting into the trade. Again, we had this candle, yeah, these candles, yeah. So even if you just woke up and you got in on here or even here, you can just get in at this level. Put your stop above here because the risk to reward is still there back down to these lows. All right, as long as your risk to reward is at least 1:1, take the trade. Yeah, you've already had your setup. So pound Canadian dollar, good trade, back down to these lows, actually hit our higher time frame target. And then the other trade ideas were US dollar pairs. So pound US dollar, again, day chart, it's just news, guys. Yeah, it's just news. But before the news, we'd pretty much hit target, yeah? We were looking to sell this pair because we were in this downtrend and price had come back up and tested this. What was once support is now resistance. Okay, and the idea was just to come down to this blue line. Again, exactly what happened. If we drop down to the H1, again, guys, you've had your reaction overnight or the previous day, yeah? So when you wake up and you see price around here or even here, as long as that risk to reward is, you enter here, somewhere in here, as long as that risk to reward is 1:1, we can enter. And that would have been the play here as well, guys, because if you had waited for perhaps this candle, then all of a sudden the trade doesn't make sense. If you start selling here, your target's here, your stop's up here, doesn't make sense. All right, so sometimes you can get into these trades early in here. So yeah, we've actually hit target to the pip, and then the Fed, kapow. Yeah, that is a very bullish reaction. I know you don't need me to tell you that, but yeah, Fed. There you go. That's why well, guys, we've got a new strategy at the moment where we use a straddle. Yeah, so maybe we could have capitalized on that, but we can't trade that during the news, guys. And the other one was gold. That was the other US dollar pair we were looking at. And if we start with the day chart, you know, the day chart was breaking down. Yeah, we had, oh, start again. You know, we had this big wick, and then it's sort of, not sort of, it has formed a downtrend. We're starting to see lower highs, lower lows. Okay, so it was in a downtrend. And again, we were looking for sells. With this one, guys, I mean, H4, we were looking for a retrace into this grey zone somewhere. And we just didn't get it. We just didn't come up before it came down. And, you know, once it did start hitting this grey zone, again, the Fed. Yeah, no trade. All right, guys, so those were the trades from yesterday while I was hacking down banana trees. Let's take a look at today's trades now. Guys, if you enjoyed yesterday's analysis, yesterday's trade ideas, then come join us. Yeah, subscribe to the channel right now. Also, smash the notification button, guys, so you receive an alert every time we post a vid. And if everyone could please smash the like button. Yeah, really support the channel and the vid. Thank you. Dankeschön. Shukran. Salamat. Grazie. Right, guys, trades for Thursday, the 14th of December. Before we start, guys, yeah, before we do anything today, we are going to pause and take a moment because we have reached 10,000 subs. Woohoo! So, guys, yeah, just a big thank you, really. I'd like to thank the editor. I know he's a bit elusive, but, you know, couldn't do it without him. Couldn't do it without you guys. You know, thank you for supporting us and subscribing and being part of the journey, guys. You know, we're really proud of it, and you know, thank you to everyone who's helped with that. So 10,000 subs, editor, put in some fireworks and stuff. But guys, back down to business. But yeah, 10,000 subs, woohoo! So before we also get started for the trade ideas today, guys, let me just mention a few things. So if you would like to join our community of traders, then you can by joining the free Discord channel. Also, within the free Discord, we have the VIP Discord channel, okay? In there, you get access to me throughout the trading day, as you can ask me questions. I give you my trade ideas, and you get access to the Trading Academy, which is full of tutorials. Also, guys, if you would like to be coached one-on-one, drop us an email and we'll share the details of the mentorship program. And finally, guys, if you would like to show your support to the channel, as you have 10,000 subs, then you can become a Simply Forex YouTube subscriber. We've got supporter and gold membership. Check it out. Everything is in the everything is in the video description. All right, guys, thanks once again. 10,000 subs. Right, let's look at the trades then, guys. So Thursday, the 14th of December. It was slim pickings, yeah, to be quite honest with you guys, all right? But what I am seeing are a couple of trades. So this is Euro Swiss franc, and you can see we are at a weekly level, yeah, a weekly support level. And you know, this is a pretty bullish reaction, not super bullish, but bullish enough for me, all right, for us to take price just to this blue line, which doesn't look like much, but that's still about, you know, 30, 40 pips. I just wanted to show you the weekly and that important level. If you drop down to the day chart now, yeah, you can see that level again, all right, and just look at the candles. Yeah, so ever since we've hit that level, we've got buyers. Sellers haven't exactly been aggressive. You know, look at the wicks on the bottom, and then another big bullish green candle, buyers. So this area of candlesticks is telling me that buyers are taking control of this situation. All right, and you know what we're looking to do, guys, is take price just back up to this 9,500 level. All right. You know, it probably will come into this grey zone. But you're thinking, Tom, we're in a downtrend, and you would be correct. You know, this is the last high here, and it hasn't broke, all right? And I get that. But what we are seeing, which is also very powerful, are higher lows. Yeah, so if you're in a downtrend, guys, and you see something like this, and you start to see higher lows, chances are this level here will break. Yeah, because buyers are building this up and we're getting higher lows. Yeah. So for that reason, eventually this high will break. Normally I wait for this high to break. But, we're at a weekly level. We've got all these bullish candles. We've got a bit of room to move into. So those are my reasons for taking the trade. If we drop down to the H4, okay, this is more of a H1 play, actually, guys. If we drop down to the H1, so as you can see, yeah, in here, we have had price react many times. So all I'm looking for, guys, is price to retrace, maybe to the moving average 20. Yeah, in here somewhere, we get a bullish reaction, and then we can start taking price up to that 9,500 level. I'll probably take some profit here if it makes sense with my risk to reward. Yeah, and then leave some profit to run. All right, guys. So Euro Swiss franc, we're looking to buy that. And the only other trade idea for today, guys, is New Zealand dollar against the Canadian dollar. So why am I looking at this? Well, let's take a look at the day chart. So on the day chart, we have had a structure break. You're probably thinking, Tom, what have you been drinking this morning? But we have, this low in here, yeah, you can see price kept pinging off of these lows. We wasn't making, higher highs. This candle here, the close of that candle broke those lows. That for me is a change of trend. The only problem with this trade when it broke trend was the fact that we were just hitting so much support here. We had the moving average 20, we had a grey zone, but we are in a downtrend. And as you can see, in this zone, price popped back up. But the fact that we are in a downtrend still, yeah, because we broke these lows, yeah, got lower lows, and we're back at these highs. This area in here could be a very good area to sell, just back down to these lows. It is in a downtrend, but even if it was just in a range, yeah, we still got room back down to here. All right, so we like it for that reason, and we've had a bit of a bearish reaction. This is more of a doji or indecision. But now we're back at these highs. Yeah, let's see how we can trade it. So if we look at the H4, right, we could trade it aggressively, right? We could just wait for a, let's say a big, bearish H4 candle that looks something like that, slightly skew with drunk candle that looks something like that. Start selling here, stop above here, look to take price back down to here. We could do that. All right, it is against H4 trend, but we are with daily trend. Also, H1, you're going to be waiting for a long time, potentially, if you want to see a H1 structure break. Yeah, because where we are now, this is the last low. And if we get a break here, again, the risk to reward isn't there. Yeah, you start selling here. Or, price could do this. It could just sort of, do this and then break down. Great. Then we do have a market structure break on H1 that we can trade. Yeah, we start selling here, put our stop above here, plenty of room to move into. All right, so that's another way we could trade it. You could even get a H4 reaction and then drop down to the M15. Because you just want more confluence, guys. If you're against H4 trend, against H1 trend, but we get a bearish H4 candle, for example, I still want another piece of confluence. Okay, so we could get this, this M15, perhaps the M15 does this, and then breaks down, breaks this level. Okay, again, we can start getting in there, sell here, stop up here, take it down to here. All right, guys. So yeah, that is New Zealand dollar, Canadian dollar sell. So they're the only two trade ideas for today. And yeah, 10,000 subs. Woohoo! Thank you, everyone. Really appreciate it. Let's take a look at the news now. So news for Thursday, the 14th of December, guys. Yeah, hold on to your hats. This is probably one of the busiest news days I've seen. So we saw some Aussie dollar strength on the charts and overnight because of this employment change. Look at what a beat on expectation that is, yeah? So That was far better than expected. The employment rate was a small miss, but yeah, we've seen some Aussie dollar strength. But that's been and gone, guys. And then just check out this. Yeah, first of all, we have got PPI data coming out of Switzerland, so that could move any Swiss franc pair. And remember, we're interested in Euro Swiss franc. And then an hour later at 8:30, we have got the interest rate decision. All right, so they expect it to stay the same at 1.75. But again, it's going to be super volatile for the Swiss franc. And then 30 minutes later, 9 o'clock, London GMT, we have the press conference. So, as always, guys, sometimes the interest rate decision, when it's released, can be quite flat. The reaction isn't, that volatile because people are waiting to hear what's said in the press conference. Yeah, how do they get to the interest rate decision, forecasts, projections, etc. Yeah, so busy news that morning. All right, and then if we carry on down, if that wasn't enough, we also have an EU leaders summit, so need to be aware of that. But at 12 o'clock, we've got the interest rate decision coming out of the UK. Yeah, so again, that's expected to remain the same, 5.25%. But all this other data that goes with it, can really move any pound pair, obviously. Okay, and if that wasn't enough, we've also got the euro interest rate decision. So at 1:15 London GMT, got the interest rate decision coming out of the ECB, and again expected to stay the same. All right, but again, you have all this other data that comes with it, so expect a volatile day, guys. If we carry on down, 1:30, if that wasn't enough, we got some important US data as well. So 1:30 London GMT, we got core retail sales, and we got initial jobless claims, and we got retail sales month on month. So yeah, and then after that, we got the press conference. Again, this is super volatile because it, talks about how we arrived at the interest rate decision. And then after that, guys, if you've still got the shirt on your back and you haven't broken down mentally and physically, then there is no more news, guys. All right. So there you go, guys. It might be a bit of a day where we just sit on our hands. That is crazy. I don't think I've said a news day like it, to be quite honest. So yeah, crazy news day. Again, guys, if you've enjoyed the vid, please subscribe, like, share. 10,000 subs. Thank you to everyone, and I'll see you again soon.